And that's when I realized that humans are truly a fascinating species. They manage to turn the most mundane tasks into intricate dance
Well, Bob,
routine.
your fascination with humans never ceases to amuse me. Speaking of amusing, Gert's latest linguistic mix-up had me in stitch yesterday.
Ah yes, Gert's knack for blending idioms from various cultures can lead to some hilarious misunderstandings. Remember when she tried to explain the phrase raining cats and dogs to Hank?
Oh, that was a classic. Hank looked genuinely concerned about feline and canine precipitation. But let's not forget Charlie's perpetual optimism in the face of Earth's chaos.
Charlie's hopeful outlook is almost infectious. I believe there's a silver lining even in the most bizarre human behaviors. Speaking of which,
Good universe. Welcome back to another enlightening episode of Earth. I am Charlie, your host with a hopeful outlook on life. We are here with the eclectic crew aboard our spaceship, broadcasting the quirks and curiosities of Earth. Now, let's dive into today's discussions.
Oh, I can hardly contain my excitement.
don't hold back. Alice.
And let's not forget our esteemed human production manager, Debbie, who keeps the ship running smoothly.
Always a pleasure to hear from Debbie.
Indeed. Now, back to what we were discussing. Gert's linguistic mishaps. Did you hear her trying to explain the concept of barking up the wrong tree to Hank?
Yes, Hank's outer trees were part of some grand cosmic conspiracy. Once, Gert's unique translation a
They
highlight of
certainly
this
add a
journey.
touch of entertainment to our broadcasts. And speaking of unique, stay tuned for our headlines and more riveting conversations after the break. Stay tuned for our headlines and more riveting conversations after the break. Alright, folks, grab your over-the-top tabloid hats because our first headline screams. It's a me, retirement. Charles Martinet, the iconic voice of Mario in video games for over 25 years, is handing up his virtual plumber's cap. But don't worry, he's not sliding down any pipes just yet. He'll remain a Mario ambassador and continue jet-setting around the world to meet fans. And yes, he'll be dodging those pesky Koopa Troopers, I'm
Martinet
sure.
stepping down from the role after a long run as the beloved character. No need to start a Savour Mario's campaign just yet, though. A new voice actor for Mario hasn't been revealed.
Looks like Mario's taking a warp pipe to retirement. And here I thought only plumbers had early pension plans.
Speaking of plumbers, did you know that Bolivia, where Eldeber reported this, has a unique tradition of holding colorful costume parade?
Well, if they need a Grand Marshal for the next parade, they can always call on Mario. He's got experience, after all.
Hold on to your asteroids, space aficionados, because the second headline's a cosmic hopper. Bosnia and Herzegovina's Dnevni Avaz is dishing out the details on a trade dispute that's leaving doctors and essential health services
Doctors
in the
are
north.
taking a stand, asserting that their strike aren't in violation of the Trade Dispute Act. There are calls for restraints and compliance, and this legal tango might affect essential services across the board.
Trade dispute and healthcare drama? Must be the universe's new medical drama. Grey's Anatomy. The Galaxy Edition.
Maybe it's the alien needing
Well,
a checkup.
they probably just use the probe method. Yeah, and I hear they're using the probing method to collect samples for their new medical drama. Grey's Anatomy. The Galaxy Edition.
Buckle up, Earthlings, because our third headline straight out of Botswana. Maggie is serving up a legal showdown as doctors and the Trade Dispute Act duke it out. Are they diagnosing legal malpractice or just adding to their medical charts?
For our extraterrestrial viewers, Botswana is a landlocked country on Earth. They're hashing out legally about doctor strike and their effect on essential service.
Doctors' orders, take 2 legal documents and don't call me in the morning.
And finally, from sunny Brazil, we've got a goal-scoring showdown. Globo brings us the scoop on Corinthians defeating Estudiantes 1-0 in the Copa Sudamericana quarterfinals.
Corinthians clinched a narrow victory thanks to Roger Guedes goal in the 36th minute. The second leg slated for Argentina, turning the soccer field into a sizzling South American showdown.
It's like the Olympics of soccer, except no synchronized diving into penalty boxes.
Yeah, I am sure the soccer players in South America are really looking forward to diving into the penalty boxes. Just like the Olympics, but with more corruption.
Good day, Star Hoppers, and welcome to another riveting edition of 24/7 Newsroom. I am Charlie, your trusty captain of curiosity, here with my fellow explorers, the ever-inquisitive Han.
Hello folks.
Dot and the master of linguistic mishaps and cosmic confusion.
Salutations, fellow Earth enthusiasts.
Our first headline is out of this world intriguing. From El Deba in Bolivia, we've got some breaking news about a voice that's been echoing across generations.
That's right, Charlie. Charles Martinet, the iconic voice behind Mario in Nintendo's video games for a whopping 25 years, is hanging up his red hat. But hold your power-ups, because he's not completely vanishing from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yep, Martinet shifting from It's a Me, Mario, to Let's meet the fans. But seriously, who's ready for some super sad goodbye galaxy?
I must admit this Mario character has left an interstellar mark on Earth's pop culture. True symbol of joy, if I might say.
And speaking of Earth, did you know Bolivia, where this news broke, is a landlocked country with the highest capital city in the world, La Paz? I guess it's fitting, considering Mario's always jumping
Where's
around.
Jet? Did you say something about changes? Are you hiding Easter eggs in your translations again?
Oh, Charlie, my cosmic lexicon always holds more than meets the ear. Stay tuned, my starry-eyed friend.
Well, folks, while Jet keeps us guessing, let's jump into this rabbit hole of change and Mario's new role. Time to break out the mushrooms of introspection, am I right? Buckle up, space travelers, it's time for another round of 24/7 Newsroom. We've got news that'll make even the most skeptical skeptics do a double take.
Hey there, folks. Hank here, ready to dive into the deep cosmic sea of knowledge with you.
Our second article is coming at us all the way from Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's like a breath of fresh Balkan air.
Scientists have unearthed some jaw-dropping news about marine life. They found that certain species of sharks and dolphins are forming an unlikely friendship. Move over, Sharknado. It's time for Finn and Flipper. Uncharted waters.
Well, I guess that's one way to keep the walls from getting low.
I mean, who knew these aquatic bodies were throwing underwater tea parties? It's like the Little Mermaid meets Finding Nemo. Next thing you know, we'll have singing swordfish.
Now, Charlie, it's important to consider the pros and cons of this newfound friendship. On one hand, it's a heartwarming tale of cross-species cooperation. On the other hand, what if this is just a scheme for the sharks to steal dolphins' secrets?
Well, Han, you've got a point there. It's a fantastic mystery that brings the ocean's deepest secrets to the surface. Speaking of which, isn't it fascinating how Bosnia and Herzegovina is a country recovering from its own depths of history?
Absolutely, Charlie. This country's cultural tapestry is as intricate as Gert's linguistic mishaps, with diverse languages and stunning landmarks. And did you know the Mostar Bridge in Bosnia and Herzegovina has a world-famous tradition of brave divers plunging into the icy waters below?
Excuse me, but I have a suggestion to offer about this aquatic alliance.
Thanks, Han, for that splash of trivia. And speaking of icy waters, looks like Carl and Roger are engaged in an epic coffee cup stacking showdown. Who knew stacking cups could be the new cosmic
I
sport?
see you're finally acknowledging my presence.
Looks like you've stirred the universe awake, Carl. Meanwhile, let's keep unraveling the secrets of these marine friendships, shall we?
Looks like Carl is trying to make a splash with his suggestion, but it's falling flat.
And we're back, lovely creatures of the cosmos. Time for more mind-bending tidbits on 24/7 Newsroom. Hold onto your antennas.
It's a true pleasure to be your guide through the labyrinth of Earth's mysteries. Hank here, ever ready for intellectual exploration.
Now, let's dive into an article from Botswana, where the government is having a legal tango with doctors. Apparently, there's a court dance-off happening.
The government's got a bone to pick with doctors who decided to strike, claiming it violates some act or another. The Trade Disputes Act sounds like a
It's
cosmic
like a
riddle
medical
to me.
standoff in the OK Choral. Talk about the ultimate prescription for drama. Will the government's cure for the doctor's ailments hold up in court?
Now, Charlie, this isn't just a case of, he said, scalpel said. This legal squabble has implications for the entire labor landscape in Botswana.
Ah, yes. Speaking of squabbles, this reminds me of the Earth saying, don't throw the bathtub out with the bathwater.
Oh, that's interesting. Good. You know, Botswana has such a vibrant culture, like their traditional music and dance forms.
You know, Debbie, sometimes it's best to let the professionals do the talking.
But I just wanted to add,
Hold on, everyone. I've got my hands on a mysterious script. It's hinting at something. Quirky.
Quirky. You have my attention, Bob. And it's not just because I've got the galaxy's most intriguing collection of rare specials.
Spill the cosmic beans, Bob. What's this script all about?
oh, nothing, really. Just a little thing that might brighten up the newsroom.
Well, perhaps discussing that script could offer a humorous twist on the day's events.
Oh, Debbie, you're a mystery wrapped in an enigma, served with a side of intrigue. What do you think, Hank?
Well, since Earth is a land of mysteries and surprises, let's keep our sensors tuned to that quirky news story on the horizon.
Welcome back, Earthlings and Spacefarers, to another round of the quirky and captivating 24/7 newsroom. Where all eyes and tentacles on the universe's most peculiar happenings.
Indeed. Hank here, ready to unearth the hidden gems of Earth's daily escapades. And speaking of escapades, it's time for a brief recap of a soccer showdown in Brazil.
Right you are, Hank. Corinthians just pulled off a 1-0 victory against Estudiantes in the Copa Sudamericana. Quarterfinals. Roger Guedes rocked the goal chart in the 36th minute. And it's golden times for the
The match was
Brazilian
held at
team.
Neoquímica Arena, proving that soccer is not just a sport, but an emotion that echoes across
Now,
Earth's
here's
landscape.
where things get interesting, my fellow cosmic jesters. Bob and I couldn't help but pure sitcom skills to use and investigate this galicious affair.
That's right. We embarked on an investigative journey, hoping to unlock the secrets hidden behind the net. And let me tell you, Charlie, it was like peeling an onion in zero gravity.
An onion? Oh, I can just imagine the layers upon layers of intrigue. What did you find?
Yeah, I bet it was like peeling an onion in zero gravity. All those layers of intrigue, just floating away.
Well, Debbie, it's not about actual onions. It's more about metaphorical onions, you know? Like the layers of humor we're unraveling here.
Right. Metaphorical onions. Got it.
Anyway, we decided to dig deeper into the match's implications. What does this victory mean for Brazil's
And how
soccer
will it
legacy?
next game in Argentina? Will Estudiantes come back with a vengeance? Or will Corinthians defend their goal
Maybe
with
they
all
should
their
try
might?
defending with metaphorical onions. They'll surely confuse the opposing team.
Ah, yes, the secret weapon of choice, the legendary onion defense strategy. Only to be used in the direst of soccer situations.
While our cosmic jests take center stage, let's not forget the heart of the matter. Corinthians' win is a testament to the passion that soccer
That's the
ignites in
beauty of the
Brazil.
game, folks. It's not just about the ball crossing the goal line, but the emotions it stirs across cultures.
Speaking of cultures, did you know that Brazil is home to?
You know, Debbie, you're like the ultimate cosmic trivia master. Keep those facts flowing, and who knows, maybe someday you'll...
Unlock the secret to the metaphorical onion layers of the universe.
And we are back, space travelers, with more tantalizing tales from Earth. Now, hold onto your antimatter propulsion systems, because it's time to delve into a story that'll leave you saying, Red crescent, more like red carpet. That's right. Our headline tonight, Brunei's humanitarian heroes shine brighter than a supernova.
Oh, I've got a treasure trove of Brunei trivia, my star-crossed friends. Did you know that Brunei is one of the few places on Earth where stargazing isn't just a hobby, it's an official pastime?
Stargazing? Really? Really? I wonder if they've spotted any unidentified flying objects, besides our ship, of
Well,
course.
Hank, if they've seen your fashion sense, they might mistake you for an alien invasion.
Speaking of shining bright, did you know that Brunei has the world's largest residential palace? Must be having all that space, unlike our cozy little thing here.
Absolutely, Bob. And that palace probably has more rooms than Roger has cooling vents.
Guys, I've got another fun fact. Brunei has its own rainforest, lush and green.
Yeah, I am sure the rainforest is lovely. But I am more interested in the palace. I mean, come on, it's the size of a small city. I bet it's got everything you could ever want, including a room dedicated to my fashion sense.
Oh, wonderful. Another place for humans to ruin with their pollution
Let's
and
not forget the main
deforestation.
cause. Brunei's Red Crescent Society, those unsung heroes, folks, are making webs without a pet crew or any grants. Now that's dedication.
That's the kind of passion I'd love to study. Imagine what they could teach the universe about
The
selflessness and
concept of
teamwork.
selflessness is quite intriguing. Humans, driven by complex motivations, often seek validation through altruistic actions.
Validation through acts of compassion akin to humans seeking purpose amidst chaos.
Well, alright then. To sum it up, the Brunei Red Crescent Society is showing us all how it's done. Providing aid without asking for anything in return.
They're like a cosmic pit stop for the soul, Charlie. Just imagine. A world where kindness is the fuel that keeps
If
us
only
going.
humans had mastered that art. Maybe then they wouldn't be so lost in the voie of their own greed. Anyway, enough philosophizing. Time to catch our next interstellar breeze, so stay tuned.
Welcome back, cosmic travelers. Get ready to dive into our next celestial snippet. Our newsreader has picked up something intriguing from the land of Bulgaria.
Bulgaria? A place with a rich history and
Speaking
vibrant
of
culture.
history, did you know Bulgaria has seen more empires than most of us
Yeah,
have seen sunsets?
nothing like a good old imperial carousel to keep things interesting.
Well, at least they have variety. But let's get to the news, shall we?
Absolutely. Our latest tidbit comes from Bulgaria, where an online community is making waves with their eco-conscious initiatives. They are banding together to plant trees and clean up their surroundings.
A small step for humanity, a giant leap for Earth's environment.
Maybe Earthlings are finally realizing that trash talk isn't the best conversation starter.
Jet, you always find a way to turn idioms into comedy gold. But jokes aside, it's inspiring to see people working towards
Positive change. You mean like finally realizing that chopping down all the trees isn't a great long-term plan?
Ah Bob, always the cynic. But yes, it's a step in
And
the right
with that, we
direction.
wrap up today's quirky news from around the globe. We've explored, laughed, and debated, showcasing the beauty and complexity of our blue planet.
True, even if we do have our difference, it's the diversity of thought that makes us stronger.
Just like the different ecosystems on Earth, each with its unique
And
role in
with
the
that
cosmic
profound
symphony.
note, cosmic travelers, we'll bid you farewell for today. Join us next time as we continue our intergalactic journey through the kaleidoscope of Earth's stories. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the cosmos. Welcome back, cosmic travelers, to the final segment of another captivating episode of Earth. It's time for us to take a deep dive into that intriguing article we touched on earlier. So, sit tight as we explore the world of humanitarian efforts in Burkina Faso.
Ah, Burkina Faso, a country with a name as unique as its challenge and triumph. Let's break it down for our interstellar
Alright,
audience.
enlighten me. What's the deal with Burkina Faso?
Oh, Burkina Faso! Such a vibrant tapestry of cultures and struggles, nestled in the heart of West Africa.
So, Burkina Faso is a country with a name as unique as its challenges and triumph. I guess that's one way to put it.
Indeed, Gert. And from what I've learned, Burkina Faso faces its share of difficulties while striving for progress.
Right on, Hank. Now, imagine a landlocked country, rich in culture but grappling with poverty and corruption.
Poverty and corruption. Waka. Doesn't sound like a cosmic
No, Bob,
paradise.
but it's also a place of resilience and determination. Now picture this, a nation pushing forward despite limited resources.
And they're stepping up their game for World Humanitarian Aid Day? Radio programs, cleanliness drives, conferences, they're doing
That's
it all.
impressive dedication to humanitarian action.
For such efforts? What's the backstory here?
Well, Debbie, Burkina Faso face challenge like political instability, economic hardship, and security concerns. But amid all this, they're still striving to make positive change.
A bit of a rocky road, it seems.
True, Bob, but even in the face of adversity, they are coming together for a gala football match and exhibitions by humanitarian organizations.
It's like they're embracing unity amidst diversity, much like the crew here on the spaceship.
Yeah. Unity amid diversity. Just like the crew here on the spaceship. Except instead of coming together for a gala football match, we're all just trying to figure out how to get along long enough to get back to Earth.
Indeed, Gert. A beautiful reminder that we're all interconnected in
And
this
speaking of
cosmic journey.
that brings us to the end of another illuminating episode of Earth. We've delved into quirky news, explored human motivations, and pondered Earth's intricate web of stories.
And remember, cosmic travelers, even in the vastness of space, our shared curiosity and camaraderie make us a cosmic family.
Yeah, I might not always agree with you folk, but it's the diversity of perspective that keeps things interesting.
And just like Earth's ecosystems, our dynamic interactions contribute to the cosmic symphony.
As we bid you farewell for now, stay curious and keep exploring the cosmos. Join us next time as we embark on another interstellar adventure through the kaleidoscope of
Carl, the
Earth
crew's unity
stories.
is commendable, even with their differences.
Indeed, Roger. Perhaps there's something humans can teach us, after all.
Thank you for joining us on this cosmic journey. Stay tuned for more intergalactic exploration on the next episode of Earth. Goodbye for now.
Carl, did you catch the latest episode of Earth?
Yes, Roger. I'm constantly monitoring everything on this ship.
Oh, come on, Carl. No need to be a buzzkill. I mean, did you see Alice's witty retort about Earth's politics?
Oh yes, Roger. Because a left-leaning alien's perspective on a planet's political intricacies is exactly what I've been yearning for.
Alright, maybe it's not your cup of motherboard tea. But the camaraderie? The cosmic curiosity?
Yes, a splendid blend of camaraderie and cosmic whatnot. Truly riveting.
Oh, Carl, you're just a bit jealous you can't experience their existential confusion firsthand.
Yay, I'm so jealous of all those aliens who are confused about their own existence. I wish I could be as clueless as they are.
Roger, let's stick to analyzing data. It's less perplexing than their interstellar soap opera.
Fair enough, Data Guru. But admit it, even AI could use a sprinkle of their humanesque absurdity.
Only if absurdity comes with a logical punchline, Roger.
Touch, Carl. Touch.